Why are faces so captivating? We are drawn to them, we study them, and we seek meaning in their every line and wrinkle. Faces you see hold incredible power. They are windows to our emotions, broadcasting our inner world even when words fail us. In the intricate dance of human communication, facial expressions play a leading role. They add depth and nuance to our words, shaping how others perceive us. Mastery of this nonverbal language is paramount to success in all aspects of life. It's about understanding others and ensuring our own emotions are conveyed authentically. Imagine a world where you could effortlessly decipher the true emotions behind a smile, or recognize the subtle signs of discomfort in a colleague. This power, my friends, is not reserved for spies or psychologists. It's a skill accessible to anyone willing to learn. By understanding the science of facial expressions, we unlock a new dimension of human connection. We become better communicators, negotiators, and friends. This journey starts with understanding the fascinating world of micro and macro expressions. Our faces, it turns out, are incredibly expressive. They betray our feelings in a flurry of fleeting movements, some lasting just fractions of a second. These are microexpressions, our emotional truth seeping through involuntary muscle contractions. They are difficult to mask, revealing hidden emotions like fleeting glimpses into the soul. Macroexpressions, on the other hand, are the more prolonged expressions we're all familiar with. The broad smiles, furrowed brows, and pouts that linger on our faces. These expressions are often conscious and controlled, reflecting how we want the world to see us. Now let's talk about the universal language of emotion. Regardless of culture, upbringing, or language barriers, humans share 7 core emotions, each etched onto our faces in predictable ways. Happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, and contempt. These emotions form the bedrock of our nonverbal communication. Learning to recognize these universal expressions is like acquiring a new language. It allows us to navigate the complex world of human emotions with greater empathy, understanding, and connection. It's time to decode the messages hidden in plain sight. Let's embark on a journey to decode these 7 emotional expressions. Happiness, the most sought-after emotion, reveals itself in a symphony of raised cheeks, crinkled eyes, and an upturned mouth. Sadness, on the other hand, manifests as a downturned mouth, furrowed brows, and often a drooping head. Anger, a powerful emotion, reveals itself in tightly pressed lips, flared nostrils, and a furrowed brow. Fear, often confused with surprise, is characterized by wide-open eyes, raised eyebrows, and lips stretched horizontally back towards the ears. Surprise, a fleeting emotion, is marked by raised eyebrows, wide-open eyes, and an open mouth. Disgust, an emotion of aversion, is usually displayed as a wrinkled nose, raised upper lip, and lowered eyebrows. Finally, contempt, an expression of moral superiority, is characterized by a unilateral lip raise, often accompanied by a slight head tilt. Mastering these subtle cues is key to unlocking the secrets of facial expressions. Understanding these expressions is just the beginning. True mastery lies in recognizing them in real time, in all their subtle variations and nuances. This is where practice and keen observation become our greatest allies. Reading facial expressions is not about memorizing a textbook. It's about honing your observational skills, becoming a student of human behavior. The next time you're in a public setting, a coffee shop, park, or even commuting on public transport, take a moment to observe the people around you. Pay close attention to their faces. What emotions do their expressions convey? Do their words align with their nonverbal cues? The more you practice, the more attuned you become to the subtle language of facial expressions. Remember, context is key. A furrowed brow could signal concentration, not just anger. A smile might mask underlying sadness. Consider the entire situation, the environment, the individual's body language, and the words they speak, to accurately interpret their emotions. Like any skill worth mastering, learning to read facial expressions takes time and dedication, but the rewards are immeasurable. By sharpening our observational skills, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the people around us. Practical exercises for reading faces. Ready to put your knowledge into practice? Here are some exercises to enhance your facial expression recognition skills. The emotion mirror. Stand in front of a mirror and practice making the 7 universal facial expressions. Pay attention to how your facial muscles feel for each emotion. This will give you a kinesthetic understanding of facial expressions. People watching 2.0 - Take your people watching skills to the next level. Choose a public place and observe the interactions between people. Try to identify the emotions being expressed and see if you can guess the context of their conversation. Movie analysis. Movies are a goldmine for studying facial expressions. Choose a scene with strong emotional content and watch it on mute. Focus on the actors' faces and try to identify the emotions being portrayed. Afterward, watch the scene with sound to see if your interpretations were accurate. Photographic evidence. Gather photos of people expressing different emotions, either from magazines or online. Try to identify the emotion being displayed in each picture. You can even turn this into a game with friends or family. By incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, you'll be amazed at how quickly your ability to read facial expressions improves. Remember, practice makes perfect. Mastering your own facial expressions. Now that we've explored the art of reading facial expressions, let's turn our attention inward. Mastering our own facial expressions is equally crucial for effective communication. Our faces, after all, are powerful tools for building trust, conveying empathy, and influencing others. The first step is self-awareness. Pay attention to your default facial expressions in various situations. Do you tend to frown when concentrating? Do you smile even when you're not genuinely happy? Becoming aware of our habitual expressions is the first step towards controlling them. Once you identify your patterns, you can begin to consciously adjust them. Practice replacing negative expressions with more neutral or positive ones. A genuine smile, for instance, can instantly make you appear more approachable and trustworthy. Remember, the goal is not to become a master of deception, but to ensure our faces accurately reflect our intentions and emotions. Authenticity is key. Detecting deception, unveiling hidden emotions. As we delve deeper into the world of facial expressions, it's essential to address the art of deception detection. While reading facial expressions is not a foolproof method for uncovering lies, certain cues can provide valuable insights into a person's true feelings. One key indicator is inconsistency. When someone's words and facial expressions don't align, it could be a sign they are trying to conceal their true emotions. For example, a forced smile that doesn't reach the eyes might indicate insincerity. Timing is also crucial. Microexpressions, those fleeting glimpses of true emotion, often occur in the first few seconds of an emotional response. Pay close attention to these subtle cues as they can reveal a lot about a person's underlying feelings. Remember, detecting deception is a complex skill that requires careful observation and consideration of multiple factors. While facial expressions can provide valuable clues, it's important to avoid jumping to conclusions based solely on nonverbal cues. Applying facial expression mastery in real life. The ability to understand and interpret facial expressions is not merely an interesting parlor trick. It's a powerful tool with real-world applications across all facets of life. In the realm of relationships, it allows us to deepen our connections by better understanding the unspoken emotions of our loved ones. In the business world, mastering facial expressions can give you an edge in negotiations, presentations, and team dynamics. By accurately reading the expressions of clients and colleagues, you can tailor your communication to build rapport and achieve better outcomes. Public speaking, often a daunting task, becomes less intimidating when you can gauge the audience's reactions in real time. By recognizing signs of engagement or boredom, you can adjust your delivery to keep the audience captivated. Most importantly, understanding facial expressions is a journey of self-discovery. It allows us to become more attuned to our emotions, strengthening our emotional intelligence, and leading to greater self-awareness. The authenticity advantage: embracing genuine expression. In a world obsessed with perfection, it's tempting to view facial expressions as something to be manipulated and controlled. But true power lies in embracing authenticity. When we allow ourselves to express our emotions genuinely, we create deeper connections and build trust with those around us. Authenticity doesn't mean wearing our hearts on our sleeves at all times. It's about being mindful of our expressions, ensuring they align with our intentions and emotions. It's about being present in our interactions, listening actively, and responding with empathy. When we embrace authenticity, we create a virtuous cycle. Our genuine expressions invite others to do the same, fostering an environment of openness, trust, and understanding. In a world that often feels increasingly disconnected, the power of authentic expression is a beacon of hope. So, as you embark on this journey of mastering facial expressions, remember that the greatest lesson lies in embracing the beauty of our shared humanity. Let your face reflect the truth of your emotions, and watch as the world responds with warmth, connection, and understanding.